Hey guys, can we talk about Mount Shasta again for a minute or two? It's been almost a week since I was there, and I've just been thinking about it and kind of processing my experience. And I've also been doing some reading and watching of videos, actually weird stuff surrounding Mount Shasta. There's a lot out there. My experience started in that park where the giant aquifer, the headwaters were. I saw a bunch of people. They were all wearing white, all white. Some of them had jackets over their white outfits, but they were all wearing white. There were several of them, all adults, and it just struck me as strange. The first thing I thought was, it's a cult. There's a group of people, all adults, all wearing white hooded sweatshirts and playing on the swing set. I think they might be a cult, but I can't be certain. You know, when you see a bunch of people dressed alike and they're all wearing the same color, it's what I think of. So then I met a nice woman by the water, and we were talking about how the water and also that whole area was considered a sacred place for many people. And she asked me if I had done any reading about the people who live inside the mountain. And I'm like, what? There's people in the mountain? And she didn't tell me much, but she encouraged me to read about it myself. I asked her about people who were wearing all white in the park, and she said it's a pretty common thing to see around there, and that it had something to do with the people who lived inside the mountain. So at that point, I was just, my interest was piqued, and I was, slightly weirded out. So the next day, I did do a little reading, and just enough to weird me out a little more. The next day, I went up to Mount Shasta and was doing a little filming, and I saw those people again, the people in all white, and they were there at Mount Shasta, and they were headed up. The white sweatshirt people are here again, and I think I know who they are now. I got a little information, and I'm gonna read about it and let you guys know. It just struck me as very strange. I went about my way, did my hike, and although it never left my head that there was something strange about this whole experience. I dug a little on the internet, and I tell you, you can really fall down a rabbit hole. There is so much stuff out there about Mount Shasta and all the weird things surrounding it. It gets weird. It gets really weird. So some of the strange phenomenon, huge amount of UFO sightings, reports of strange humanoids, anything from giants to tiny troll people, Sasquatch, missing people, energy vortexes, possible megalithic structures, and claims that there's a whole society of beings who live inside of this mountain in a golden city called Telos. So the thought is, and this is pretty widely accepted, at least on the internet, but people believe that long ago, during the time of Atlantis, if you believe in that there was another island, another civilization, and it was called Lumeria. It was an island, and the island sank. And so these beings needed to find some safe haven from the cataclysms, and they decided to move inside of Mount Shasta. So people believe that there are, one thing I read, 1.5 million of these beings living inside Mount Shasta. that they're an extremely advanced group, that they are spiritually enlightened and advanced in technology. And there are several religions based just on this. And I think that's what I saw, these people in white. This was one of these religious groups. So people believe that they found a stone door to this ancient city of Telos. Others believe that it's a false door, that it's a sort of stargate, a place where you can transcend into another dimension. I have no idea. Hey guys, so I made it to Panther Meadow, and this is a pretty little campground. No one is camped here. I hear drums and people kind of hollering in the distance. So when I was on my hike in the meadow on my way up the mountain, I came across an area, and it was pretty obvious that it was some kind of spiritual or religious ritual was going on there. No one was around, which made it even a little weirder. So I took a look, I inspected it a bit, and so watch this clip. I think this is one of those places where people come to pray to these people, these creatures. Interesting. It's like they're like altars. They're burning things, candles. They have those musical bowls, and then I don't know, these are like offerings here. A bottle of whiskey. Interesting. Well, this is a beautiful setting for it. Okay, so this is one thing. I saw a picture online of people making one of these, but much larger with like branches. This does have something to do with these religions. Very interesting. I don't think there's any report of any of these people being dangerous or anything, but I don't want to mess with their stuff either. So the New Agey types, the people who believe that the body has chakras, think Shirley MacLaine. Many of them also believe that the earth has chakras, and Mount Shasta is the main chakra of the earth. It's the crown chakra. And many believe that that is the reason why there are so many strange phenomenon that surround Mount Shasta. So I think maybe those people who wear the all white that I've seen around town, I'm thinking that they're maybe part of one of those religions that believe in these people, and that they're doing like a pilgrimage, maybe. And because those people, those creatures, they wear all white robes when they surface. So I don't know. You look around, you can kind of see why people start thinking about spiritual things here. It definitely has a quality, this area. I thought those are petroglyphs at first, but I don't think they are. Maybe. So, what do you guys think about this whole thing? So, I guess it's really real. People come here and they pray and make altars, and I don't know. It's different. I'd never heard of it until that lady told me about it yesterday. So I didn't see any aliens. or experience Sasquatch, although I did hear a tree falling, and some people think that that's a sign. I saw no trolls or giants or anything like that. I really don't have anything new to add to the discussion on Mount Shasta and all the weird stuff that happens there. I can say that I feel like it's a powerful place, and it has been inspiring people for apparently thousands of years, and I encourage you to go check it out on your own, and if for no other reason, its natural beauty will completely knock your socks off. And yeah, so I want to thank you guys for watching this little video, and I'll see you down the road.